Well, today I'd like to talk about the pranic lifestyle. And what is the pranic lifestyle? It's about using energy in every aspect of your life. Whether it's with your relationships, whether it's in business, whether it's, in your personal life and, your health, whether it's to, clean negative energy or stress energy out of your house, out of your food. Pranic healing and all the teachings I learned from Master Choa Kok Sui have become a way of life. When I wake up in the morning, I'm already using energy and we're taking like daily salt baths that Master Choa recommended to help purify the chakras and aura. We clean our foods with certain colored energies that we'll talk about here in a few minutes to purify all the negative energy that might be in food. Like Master Choa used to talk about, when people are preparing food, like a cook, if they're stressed out, that stress energy goes into the food. And so like when you eat it, then you might not feel so good or it might not feel so happy. Like a while back, we went to this pizza place to get a pizza and they were really busy and the order got messed up. And the lady was really, really upset with me when she was making the pizza. She was making the pizza and just saying all kinds of, negative stuff at the same time and just spewing negativity all over the pizza and into the food. And I told my kids, we're going to leave and we're going to go somewhere else because the lady, is expelling like negative energy into our food. And they totally understood what I was talking about. We went across town to the, another place that had the same type of pizza. And there was a nice old grandma type lady who was really sweet as she made the pizza. She was happy. Lots of good energy went into the pizza. And, when she gave it to us, I cleaned it anyways, just to, to purify it. But, so if you're ever somewhere and the people are really stressed out, you can use energy to help bless the place, help bless the cooks. Like a lot of times when I go to a restaurant, we project green energy into the restaurant and into the kitchen to help purify the place. And, I normally carry like an MP3 player with me everywhere I go to help purify the energy of where we're at. Because most places are impregnated with the energy of the people that come there. Like if you go to a movie theater, the movie theater could be totally impregnated with thousands of thought forms. All the movies that are happening there, if they're emotional or scary or whatever, there's all kinds of weird thought forms floating around the movie theater. So, I always, like to purify the theater and bring my MP3 player, playing the Own by Master Choa Kok Sui, which I'll talk about, these mantras here in a second here. We use energy to bless our water. You've probably heard the concept of holy water. People have been doing it for thousands of years. It's basically using prayer and spiritual energy to purify and energize water, because water is actually crystalline based, so it holds a powerful charge. And so when it's blessed, you can either bathe in it, which they do in the Jewish tradition called the mikvah, or I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you dip your body, and other religious organizations do that, where they use like a river or like some body of water, and they dip the person totally into the, into the water. Full immersion is what they go for. And the reason for that is, like, a lot of times when you're doing purification or like deep cleansing on people, sometimes things will move around, like emotional stuff they're trying to get rid of. It'll actually move around into the chakras and auras and try to hide and move away from the spiritual energy. So when you do a full immersion, there's nowhere for it to escape to, so it gets disintegrated. And so, I'd like to talk about, if you go to praniclifestyle.com, you'll see like a lot of the tools that we talk about, laser crystals. That's basically, a crystal that we use to disintegrate negative energy. And I got one here. I'll open up. It's like a magic wand type crystal. This here is like a pretty long one. It's like 9 inches long. So a crystal like this You know, you can use to disintegrate, you know, negative thought forms, you know, inside of people, you know, dirty energy. You know, you can clean food, you can clean, you know, your house, your office, your projects, because the energy comes into, you know, the crystal and shoots out the tip like a laser beam. You know, that's why they call it a laser crystal. And there's different types of laser crystals. And there's also ones with gold in it. Like here you can see has a gold rod inside of it. And what happens is this gold rod speeds up the energy shooting out of the crystal, so it comes out very, very fast. So you can do purifications very, very quickly. And can also use pendants. Like here's like a Star of David pendant. And what this does, it helps balance the upper and lower, you know, chakras of the body. It helps balance the energy in the body. And these also can be programmed to absorb like any negative energy people send to you, or psychic attack, or the evil eye, or you know, there's different names for it. But like a pendant, you know, here's like you just wear it on the body, and they're you know, they're consecrated following the protocol by Master Choa Kok Sui in his book Pranic Healing, which you just wear it on the chest, and like somebody gives like a negative look to you, a negative thought form comes out of their chakra and goes to you. And when you wear one of these, it, instead of hitting your chakras and your body directly, it goes in there first. Like I remember one time I was using like a amethyst and other like, you know, protection type necklaces and stuff, and several times I had like a necklace blow off my neck. Like literally it like took a hit and like basically just exploded off my neck. It was like, I was like, wow, thank you for, you know, taking that hit for me. You know, other times I wore like metal crosses. You know, I had one that Master Choa had blessed for me, and one time it like just the chain and everything just came off my neck, and the cross was bent a little bit. I was like, whoa, you know, something was incoming there. And we also have like, you know, like a quartz sphere. You know, people can hold this in their hand, or they can you know, they hold it you know, while they're doing healing, or they can put it in their house and it radiates you know, violet energy to the whole house. And you know, you can also use things like rings. Like say people have, you know, if they wear an emerald ring, it puts green into their body. So if you wear a green stone on your left hand, like an emerald or a green tourmaline, it's constantly flushing the body with green energy. And, you know, the same with amethyst. If you wear amethyst, it's constantly flooding your body with, you know, violet, electric violet light, depends on the energy in the ring. But, you know, once they're consecrated, they become very powerful. They help harden the aura, and they make your aura bigger also. And it makes the crown really big, and it makes the aura hard. So like if somebody's like sending negative energy to you, or like there's like weird thought forms coming in from somewhere, your aura is really strong, and it just really just disintegrates or bounces it back, you know, this like just repels it. And the same as, you know, with the pendants. And, you know, you can also wear what's it called? Garnet, you know, red stones, emerald, not emerald, ruby, or garnets. And when you wear it, the basic chakra becomes really big, and it helps bring in lots of prosperity energy. And other stones do different things. And, you know, I just like to quickly talk about some of the mantras of Master Choa Kok Sui. Some people might not know these exist, or they might not know there's so many of them. But Om Shanti, you know, I've had this one for like 20 years.